Hello, friends and family, and welcome to the Back Nine coverage of the 2021 Stafford Open, presented by Innova. We're here at the beautiful Stafford Woods in Voorhees, New Jersey. I'm Holly Finley.
And I'm Leah Tsinajinnie.
And on this Back Nine coverage, we have some talented players for you, featuring myself, Holly Finley, Michelle Frazer, Missy Gannon, and Cassandra Lioi. Check out this leaderboard of our top 10 women here after the front nine.
As expected, with this scoreable FPO layout, we have 5 people under par so far. This is hole 10, par 3, 265 feet with a tight gap out the front. It's only about 6 to 10 feet wide, and then as you push towards the pin, it gets a little more open, but you need a flip up with your backhand, most likely mid-range or driver. Missy up first with her solo birdie on hole 9. Looks like she's flipping up a mid-range and gets it into the circle for an edge of circle putt for birdie.
Throwing a Roadrunner.
And that's a good shot. Wow. Nice little tree kiss to get it right near the pin.
I didn't even see that. Get up there. She'll have some scrambling to do.
Stand still for Michelle.
I love this.
Wow, that's a good shot too. She'll have a look for birdie.
Yeah, that was a good upshot from Cass.
Missy up first for the birdie looks.
Cashed it.
There we go. That looked like Missy's normal stroke.
Yeah, I haven't seen Cassandra play much, but she's a really good putter.
That was a great follow through. Michelle with a little bit of a tricky lie. It looks like she lets it nose down putt. Didn't quite get there. I bet that birdie felt good.
Yes, I liked being that close to the basket. Michelle's like, what'd you throw there?
Roadrunner.
I always liked a chance to show off my old Tour Series Roadrunners. All right, check it out. Hole 11, par 5 in the woods. Thank you very much. Get yourself a perfect drive. See if you can sneak over the ridge here just a little bit. Land in the middle. If you land left or right, it just makes it that much more difficult for your second shot. Now, for the second shot, you really want to try to make it past this gravel ditch that you see here. If you do, that'll give you a nice guaranteed chance at an easier birdie. Try to get your third shot up here somewhere near the basket and see if you can sneak a birdie on this par 5.
And this hole played as the second most difficult hole, averaging an exact stroke over par.
And that's not surprising either. And Missy knew as soon as she let go of that, it was a misfire.
Nice low line. It's pushing straight. Let's see if it can fade out. Oh, and that's beautiful. Great drive. Another good line, but it looks like that one's staying straight for a little long. Too long. So she kicks to the left side of the fairway there. Two misfires, so we'll have Michelle and Missy up first.
One thing I love about Michelle is how she can smile at her mistakes. She's not really one to get angry or slam her bag down. She just sort of giggles and, figures out what she's going to do next.
Mm-hmm.
She's a very happy player.
Yes, and even with these kinds of first shots, you can still get up there to save a bogey. 2 mistakes like that, and it'll be harder to save a bogey, but I think they're going to be able to get a look into that ditch you were talking about.
And you can see, as I mentioned before, as soon as you get off of the fairway just a little bit, it starts to become very difficult to navigate this hole. You really end up doing a lot of chip or placement shots versus power shots and trying to bite off some distance.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like when you stay in a good position, you can sort of fire off really long throws.
Mm-hmm.
Versus otherwise, you're just sort of piecemealing it, just chip, chip, chip.
Cassandra, with her second shot, almost gets to the ditch. Turnover backhand.
It was a little low, but, it worked out okay.
And that's a good spot right there.
It's a good position from Missy.
She'll have a chance to get up into the green from there.
Look at this standstill.
That was next level.
Yeah, we saw that birdie standstill on the hole before, and now this nice shot shaping one.
Mm-hmm.
Cassandra over in the laurels. Now she's pulling out some overhands. Those laurels make things just next level difficult.
Yes. I tried to look past them, and sometimes I just kept hitting them. Ignorium did not work.
They don't like to be ignored, Leah. Wow, look at this nice upshot from Missy. That was really good.
She'll have about a 22 to 25 footer for par. Or not par. Something over par. I think that was her 6th shot.
I'm just sneaking a Mako up into the circle.
And that'll be for your birdie look, right?
Yes.
Looks like she was a little too pinched, so she just pitched it out.
Woo! I don't know if that was intended, but it worked out great.
She decides to go, oh, top of the cage.
That GK replay on it. Coming in so floaty. Ah, it's like a mini Conrad throw.
Good putt by Missy. Okay, so that's her. Oh, that was only for a bogey. Getting a bogey there on that is pretty good considering the first 2 shots she was really scrambling to get up.
Cassandra tapping in for her bogey.
Michelle almost made it in for her bogey, but she gets the 7. This is hole 12, par 3, 243 feet. This one is uphill, so most people are going to be trying to throw a hyzer backhand up. And this is the inside lane. There's a wider, straighter lane that you can take. Let's see how this card plays it out.
This can be a really tricky hole if you get off the fairway or cut early left into the woods.
Yes, there's a steep drop off on the left side, so definitely worst mistake would be to get down there.
I got caught up on a tree, so I'll have a longer look at it. Missy takes a lower route, getting a nice flare skip up into Park City.
Throwing a faster disc like that can be great to get that skip into the green.
Yeah. And Cassandra sneaks one up there, too.
Good shot.
Michelle hanging hers a bit wider, but she also sneaks up there for a look at bird. I'll be up first with the longest putt.
Your spin putt is so great for those uphill looks.
It's better if it goes in, Leah. Michelle captures herself a birdie, and that's got to feel good after the double on the last hole. Same for Cass. See a little smile out of her.
Good putt for par. And Missy with the shortest birdie look. Taps it in.
And this is what I like to call Turkey Alley, because they give you a chance at 3 shorter birdies in a row. Check out hole 13 coming in at only 204. It's a little one, but it's cute. It's slightly downhill, so you can do a standstill, a nice little sidearm, putter pitch up, whatever you got that's going to float to the bottom of the hill and get yourself a birdie.
Missy up first, opting for the forehand.
It's the gap. That worked out great.
Mm-hmm.
This is unique.
So we got a hammer throw.
I feel like the thumber would have finished in the other direction, but I don't really throw those shots, so don't listen to me, folks. I am not an overhand expert. Can you call Brian Schwebe for me? And Michelle, another smooth, floaty shot.
Bit of an ace run there.
Right into the green. Not surprising.
Another backhand look. And let's see if it sneaks through.
Got a little caught up on my finger. I'm not sure I really need a run up there. I might eliminate that today. Long look for Cass. Wow, that had potentials.
Mm-hmm. Holly with her birdie look.
Oh, right at the cameraman.
Same for Michelle.
Nice putt from Michelle. That's 2 in a row for her.
Probably you.
Yep, 2 in a row for Missy.
Mm-hmm. Good par save.
I left myself with 2 long comebackers. There's Thomas the Train in the tree hole over there. I had to touch it as I walked by.
I was wondering what you were inspecting over there.
Got to touch Thomas the Train for good luck. Right, here we are with a leaderboard check-in. Top 10 coming in after about hole 13 through 17. See a couple locals up here. Becky Harris and Margaret Sassaman. Cassandra Lioi from the region.
This is hole 14, 285 feet. We have a couple options here. Right now we're flying through the left gap, and this requires a flex flick for most righties. I considered this line, but I actually took the right line and just tried to hyzer it in there. Let's see what our card picks out. Missy opting for the hyzer gap.
You really have to let it go straight for longer than you think, and then more let the disc do the hyzering, I believe, than trying to hyzer that straight right gap. See what Michelle's got for us.
She pushes it straighter.
Yes.
That was that line to a T.
Get up there. It had the power, just a bit of a misfire. And I'm going for this inside super hyzer gap.
I've done that too with my forehand, and you can get in right at the bottom of the circle from there. So that's a good line to take with the backhand too.
Sawed it off a bit, so now I've got to get creative with the up. I did sneak one up there into the green. I have to say that was my best feeling upshot of the entire day.
That's great. Glad you got it in there.
Cassandra wished she could have got that a little bit closer. That patent pending shot can be tricky at times.
Missy throwing through a smaller gap, and she gets in there for her look for par.
You can see that Cassandra's contending with the laurels. Yet again, they're doing their job of blocking the green.
I feel like I'm shorter than most, so I kind of just like throw from my normal height.
Birdie for Michelle Frazer. That always feels good. That's 3 in a row, so she did get the turkey. And Cassandra taps in for her bogey.
Love the turkey run.
I know. I want the turkey run. Gonna try harder today and tomorrow.
Good par from where you were. Missy also in for her par.
As the ladies make their way to hole 15, we have a new tee pad for the short position this year. Coming in still at a par 4. You want to have a drive that lands right about here. That way you'll have a shorter shot into the green. Now getting into the green is the tricky part. You can go through this gap. You can go under a low limb on the right. You can go behind that low limb on the right. Just whatever you do, don't overshoot it and go way down the hill. But I'm trying to get a 3 here. What about you, Leah?
I am also trying to get a 3. And looks like she turns it over a little bit too much. She'll be in that long grass, which makes the run-ups a little bit trickier. There's no OB on this hole, but you definitely want to be in the short grass for the best opportunity for 3.
Missy fires one off, opting to land more on the left side of the fairway, which can be better positioning for that second shot if you're a right-handed player.
Yeah, it sets up a straighter look.
I'm doing the same.
And getting just past that last part of the rough is a good look for your birdie.
And I've noticed that on these open holes, Cassandra really mashes it. So she has a strength in the longer open holes. I can see she has got a lot of good distance.
Michelle trying to turn one over into the green.
That standstill shot coming in clutch again for Michelle. That's a little too high.
Catches one of the branches and gets down in there, so you should have a look to maybe go run for a birdie. Let's see how risky you're feeling. So if you do finish out wider like that, you can curl around the backside of the green.
Absolutely. That low-hanging branch on the right side, you can go under, through, or behind it and still get up to the green. Ooh, Cass sneaks through. Look at that.
Wow. So her long drive gives her that kind of shot for her birdie look.
What a tasty treat that was.
Should be able to tap that one in.
Ooh, that was a little longer than you want.
Yeah, this green can definitely run away from you. I think it's one of the prettiest greens on this course for sure, especially with all the mulch laid out. That's a good shot. Missy with another look, and that should be for her par.
I do like how the mulch slows it down. And Michelle for a save. Woo-wee!
Great putt. And that is very uphill.
GK replay on it.
Look at the effort behind that putt.
Love it. What a good save.
Missy with her, that's about a 13-footer. Another highlight on this hole.
Right?
Cassandra with a tap-in birdie.
Incredible.
The only birdie in FPO on the round.
Oh, good job, Cassandra.
This is hole 16, par 4, 545 feet. We have OB on both sides the whole length of the fairway. And because this is a shorter hole, all of the field's going to be trying to get a birdie on this one. So you want to just play it safe, keep it on the fairway for your drive, and then throw anywhere from a 200 to a 300-foot up shot, depending on how safe you played it on your drive. This pin is unique. It's hung from the tree, and there's with that kind of green, I mean I love this green. That pin is definitely my favorite on the course. Cassandra hyzering it out. That left side is more open, so it's definitely safer to play it over there.
Yeah, the designer really put sort of a landing zone over there, which is very beneficial for right-handed players. Michelle ending up in the same area.
Mm-hmm.
And this hole reminds me a lot of hole 5.
Definitely similar.
And Missy just keeping it low and in the middle, not trying to bite off too much on the drive. You don't want to get greedy and go OB.
Ollie rounding out the card drives with a nice little hyzer, also finishing in the middle. That one should swing back left to get into the green. Excellent shot. Michelle opting for a flex line. Gives her a little bit more distance to get that close to the pin. She's got about a 15-footer.
It's about a 315-foot upshot from here. Great shot from Missy.
That's excellent.
Basically underneath the basket.
For me, it's more like a reach in instead of a tap in.
This looks great.
We are 4 for 4 on shots in circle 1. So let's get these birdie looks going.
She just needed another inch on that one.
Mm-hmm. And it's good to note that this is actually a little higher than our normal DGPT pins that are elevated. So really have to commit to that elevated line for your putt.
Nice birdie from Michelle.
Two unfortunate misses for birdie, but y'all tap those in for par.
Yeah, I hit the good right side of the basket, but you know, sometimes it just doesn't stay in. And Missy's easy drop in. Don't hit your head, Missy. Oh, I love this hole. 17. What a challenging par 4 in the woods. Nice, tight corridor. See if you can sneak a disc all the way down. I'd say as far as you can get it is good to go.
Yes.
That way you'll make your upshot that much easier, which really isn't easy at all. Mm-hmm. It's another tight corridor into the green. I'd really like to get a 3 here. Par feels great as well because of the level of difficulty of this hole. Also coming in, you want to finish strong on the round. Michelle closing her eyes and visualizing this tight shot. I love it.
Oh yeah, sneaks past all the trees on the left side there.
So good.
That was an excellent shot. Missy trying to follow that line, but it leaks left.
She kept it really low. Little bit offline.
Get through. Oh yeah. And that's going to be similar to Michelle's lie. So there is a little bit of a left side fairway once you get past that first tree. So she gets a longer look for her upshot.
Yeah, she bit off a good bit of distance there on the standstill up, but now she's going to be contending with those curly laurels again. Missy just chips one up, more of a placement than a distance shot.
Yeah, even though she wasn't in an ideal position because she got so far down there, she had a good look to get that upshot out.
And I'm trying to be aggressive. I just really want to get all the way down there. Misfire a bit.
Should be able to get up for par from there. Might be a left side tougher look.
And it is open over there. There isn't any out of bounds, so you can sort of spray it and land within circle 2 and still have a look at the basket. Wow.
Great commitment.
Wow.
Now,
I think that's a great shot.
That was a excellent shot for sure. That was a tough look.
I shorted that a bit.
Edges circle 1 for your par look.
Ooh, snuck it by.
She'll be in circle 1 for her par. And that was a good look considering where she was on her third shot.
Yes. Michelle gives it a run.
Had good height on the putt. Just misses left.
From 45. Snuck under the logs there. Missy, that was a great par save from Missy.
That was.
She had to do that upshot from the knee. And then the long putt.
Good putt to save your bogey.
That was my first bogey of the day.
That must be a clean looking card then. We're on hole 17. Cassandra with her bogey. And that was a critical bogey save there. She hit that first tree off of her drive and managed to get all the way in for her bogey.
And Michelle for par. As the ladies make their way to the last hole here.
So this is hole 18, 283 feet. For the righties, it's a little bit of a trickier shot. Most people will probably be throwing turnover backhands with the lengths. But if you've got the forehand, definitely stick with that. We'll see what this card chooses.
Michelle opting for the Blizzard disc, which we've seen does Annie quite easily for her.
And that's a oh, misses the last part of the trees.
It had good shapes, though.
Yeah.
And this is an impressive choice for Missy from my point of view, because this is about a 280-foot hole. Yeah, 283, and that's a long sidearm, especially when you're not sidearm dominant. So good for Missy. She sneaks up there right at the whiskers edge.
That one's turning right, but it kicks left. And those laurels might make for a tricky upshot. But we'll see.
Woo! Slips out of the hand a bit. Got lucky. Ended up on the edge of the fairway at least. Not too much laurel to contend with. Just going to pitch it up there for a drop-in 3.
Leah, I'm just outside circle 2.
Michelle with the Annie forehand upshot. And that should be for her tap-in 3.
I love Michelle's communication on the course. She's letting you know where she's at so we can get it going, whose turn it is.
That's a good note. I like that.
Yeah, Cass pitches up for her par putt. Missy from the knee for bird.
Get in there. Yeah.
Wow, what a finish. Exciting the crowd.
I love that there's a crowd following. That's awesome.
GK replay on it.
Ooh, and we can see Tom's reaction. What does he do? Oh, clapping. Great putt, Missy. Definitely one for the replay.
Yeah, that was a good finish.
Oh, snazzy turbo putt to finish. And everyone tapping in for their pars.
Yeah, we had a good number of spectators out following the card, so I appreciate everyone that came out and watched. And I sure do appreciate y'all at home for tuning in to this back nine round 1 coverage of the 2021 Stafford Open. Myself, Holly Finley, here on commentary with my friend
Leah Tsinajinnie.
Yep, and our feature card, myself, Missy Gannon, Michelle Frazer, and Cassandra Lioi. I'm finishing the round at 4 under par, coming in at 60. Missy finishes at 3 under par, 61, and Michelle and Stacy are tied for third at 2 under at 62. And check out our top 10 leaderboard here. And if you haven't liked, subscribed, or shared to the GK Pro YouTube channel, please do that now.
Thank you all so much for tuning in. And we'll see you tomorrow for the round 2 coverage.